Dear students, next experiment for salt analysis. Aim is to identify one anion and one cation in the given inorganic salt. Apparatus and chemicals required will be the same as you have written earlier, and you will be writing from the PDF provided. Now we will come to the test for anion as we have done in the other videos. For test of anion, take pinch of salt in test tube and add dilute H2SO4 to it to check whether any radical of this group is present or not. Adding dilute H2SO4 to the pinch of salt. Now you can see no reaction takes place. That means acidic radical of dilute group is absent. Now we'll go for another group. That is, again we'll take fresh test tube and add concentrated H2SO4 to it. Now we'll observe what happens. As you add concentrated H2SO4 to the pinch of salt in fresh test tube, you will get pungent suffocating gas. That means acidic radical of concentrated group is present. Now we'll go for the confirmatory test of the radical. That pungent suffocating gas gives the indication that it may be chloride ion. So we'll go for the silver nitrate test first, for which we'll prepare aqueous solution of the salt. In this aqueous solution of salt, we'll add dilute nitric acid. And after adding dilute nitric acid, as it is silver nitrate test, we'll be adding silver nitrate. Now we are adding silver nitrate to it. Let's see what happens. You all can see that a white precipitate is obtained, which shows chloride ions are there. We'll again confirm it by adding ammonium hydroxide. The precipitate dissolves. Chloride ions are confirmed. Now you can also perform chromyl chloride test. For this, you will get the test in the PDF. You have to write that also. Now we'll move to the test for the cations. Again, for the test of cations, we'll be doing from the starting, taking pinch of salt in test tube, making aqueous solution of salt, and we'll add dilute HCl to it. That is the first group reagent for basic radicals for cations. After adding dilute HCl, as you all can see, no precipitate is formed. That means group 1 is absent. Now in the same solution, we will move for group 2. For this, we will pass H2S gas. Open the knob and see no precipitate is obtained. That means group 2 is also absent. Now we will boil off. Boiling it off to remove the H2S so that we can move to third group. For third group, we will add ammonium hydroxide and ammonium carbonate in excess. As we are doing it for third group, so ammonium hydroxide and ammonium chloride, not ammonium carbonate, because ammonium carbonate is added to check the fifth group. So after adding ammonium hydroxide and ammonium chloride in excess, we will see if any precipitate is obtained. We are not getting any precipitate. That means third group is also absent. Now again to the solution, we will pass H2S gas to check the presence of fourth group. Open the knob, pass the gas and see whether fourth group is present. No precipitate is obtained. That means fourth group is absent. We are boiling it again to remove the H2S. Now we will add the group reagent for the fifth group. The group reagent for the fifth group is ammonium hydroxide and ammonium carbonate. Just see what you will get. White precipitate. This shows that either barium, strontium or calcium may be present. This shows that fifth group of basic radicals is present. Now to this solution, we'll add acetic acid and we'll divide it into 3 parts. Why 3 parts? Because we're going to check the presence of which cation of fifth group is present, whether barium or strontium or calcium. That's why we add acetic acid and divide it into 3 different test tubes in 3 parts. To each part we'll apply different tests. To one part we'll apply the test for barium, to another part test for strontium, to the third part test for calcium. Suppose in the first part, if you get the test for the barium, then you will not apply any test to the second and third part. Now we are applying to the first part test of barium. We are adding potassium chromate. This is confirmatory test for barium. Now if we get a yellow precipitate, that will confirm barium ions are present. See students, we are getting yellow PPT. That means the cation of fifth group is barium ion which is present. Now we will not going to apply the test for strontium and calcium. Now one more confirmatory test for barium ion is, even for all the 3, is flame test. When you do the flame test, they give different colors. Barium gives apple green color, strontium ion gives crimson red color and calcium gives brick red color. Now we'll apply flame test for this barium ion. We'll prepare the paste of the salt. Take salt in a watch glass, add dilute HCl to it so that you can prepare a paste of it. Then you will going to take, we are making paste. Take the paste in platinum wire. I'll show you platinum wire. Paste is ready. Now we'll take the paste in platinum wire. This is the platinum wire. Very thin wire you can see. Now we'll take the paste in that thin platinum wire and apply it on flame. You will observe that it burns with apple green color. This confirms flame test for barium ion. So your result is the given inorganic salt contains chloride ion as anion and barium ion as cation. Thank you.